Tom Yamas, thanks so much for watching. Tonight and always, we're here for you. Good night.
KUAM TV8, home of the Milan Cortina Olympics. Coverage begins February 6th, 2026. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at Matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
KUAM News Primetime.
At this morning's GMH oversight hearing, key issues like vendor payments, capital improvement projects, and cost-saving strategies took center stage. Hospital staff filled the room, eager to hear how cross-agency efforts aim to tackle these challenges. I'm Nevaeh Anderson with the details coming up.
An unsealed FBI warrant named the governor and lieutenant governor in the PUA fraud probe. I'm Jonagan Charfus, and coming up tonight, what did Adelup know and when?
We're kicking off our coverage of candidates vying for the Guam Department of Education's top spot. Tonight we hear from veteran educator and former deputy superintendent Erica Cruz. Hafide and good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Destiny Cruz-Langus. Thanks for ending your day with us. Well, today lawmakers traded their chambers for a classroom at Guam Memorial Hospital. Senators say they wanted to see the problems up close, where doctors and nurses work daily to deliver critical care. From overdue vendor bills to failing infrastructure, the oversight hearing dug into whether decades of emergency funding are actually making a difference. Nevaeh Anderson reports.
Packed into a small classroom on the 4th floor of the Guam Memorial Hospital, senators took their questions directly to the site of the problems.
I'm here to tell you, and every senator is here to tell you, once and for all, you don't have a finance problem. You have an execution problem.
That message came from the Finance Chair, Senator Christopher Dueñas, underscoring the day's central concern, accountability. Committee on Health Chair Senator Sabrina Salas-Matanani said holding the oversight hearing at GMH allowed lawmakers to see firsthand the conditions staff face every day. She made clear that communication and cutting through confusion was the priority. The agenda included vendor payments, capital improvement projects like the electrical panel and HVAC system, IT upgrades, medical supplies, cost containment efforts, and safety protocols. Dueñas noted the timing was especially meaningful for retiring GMH Administrator Lillian Posadas, giving her the chance to weigh in on these long-standing challenges.
I see a lot of signs out there that say support GMH, and absolutely, we're here to support GMH.
The senator walked through the history of legislative support, $30 million in the 36th Guam legislature, another $20 million in the 37th, and now what he called a, quote, historic $57 million budget in the 38th Guam legislature.
That will be a total of over $100 million for the Guam Memorial Hospital.
But Dueñas stressed money is only useful if it reaches the hospital and is used properly.
We're going to find out if that happened this morning. I have a feeling it didn't. And that's because when the governor first sent down the bill for the $40 million, she did not want the hospital administration to manage that money. She wanted for Department of Administration to manage that money.
Senators pressed hospital officials on the status of the $40 million appropriation approved earlier this month.
What is the status of this $40 million appropriation?
Lillian Posadas confirmed only a fraction had arrived.
That is correct. We received 1.3 million last week Friday at around 4 in the afternoon, and that 1.3 went to the payout of the doctor's pay. The doctor's pay was 1.7, but we were able then to get additional funding.
Chief Financial Officer for GMH, Yuka Hechinova, outlined the rest of the payout schedule.
So what immediately is happening right now as we speak is DOA is processing the payments for the health insurance premiums, withholding taxes, and the amounts we owe for GPA. So that is approximately $14.3 million.
Further disbursements are slated for September 30th, October 15th, and October 30th, with money earmarked for vendors, IT upgrades, and the electrical panel. But when asked if she believed the full $40 million would reach GMH before the fiscal year ends, Hechinova was blunt.
No, I did not.
You did not
No,
anticipate
I'm
that.
being realistic.
Department of Administration Director Edward Byrne defended the staggered payout.
The $1.3 million that we paid on Friday was an emergency request, which we got on Thursday and responded to in order that the physicians' billings could be paid, and they weren't on the AP schedule that we received. I did inform the committee at the committee of the whole, as Ms. Hechinova said, that all the cash was not going to be available at once. Please let me add that this is a very aggressive schedule for our cash for our cash payments.
Burns said he remains committed because, quote, the needs of the hospital are paramount. The focus then turned to infrastructure, specifically the hospital's aging and dangerous electrical system.
But I'm hoping after this discussion, Madam Chair, that we're going to see a report back that there was at least more than just GPA on this fight. Everyone in this room is expecting all of you up front to deliver administratively on this. They got jobs to do to save lives, but we're hoping that you'll do your job to support them properly.
Vice Speaker Tony Atta pressed hospital administrators on the timeline.
I mean, what are we looking at a timeline to get the electrical system repaired?
Operations Administrator Zaldi Tugati said it will cost $17 million to fully replace the system, but only $5 million is currently set aside.
My question is, if the electrical panel failed today, what is the alternative plan for that? If the electrical panel went out today, what would you do?
I think the only perceivable alternative is to evacuate the hospital.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Ricardo Eusebio described the current fixes as nothing more than, quote, putting out the fire, warning that without a full replacement or a backup system, the hospital remains vulnerable to a total shutdown. Other senators pushed on financial planning, uncompensated care, and infection surveillance. And new member to the GMHA Board of Trustees, Melanie Mendiola, introduced draft resolutions aimed at stabilizing GMH's finances, including a medical supplies reserve account and a proposal to right-size administrative staff. Senators left with commitments on paper, but also with sobering reminders of how fragile the hospital's situation remains. Between mounting vendor debts, outdated infrastructure, and the risk of evacuation if the electrical panel fails, the question is no longer about how much money GMH receives, but whether the system in place can turn those dollars into lasting solutions for Guam's only public hospital. Nevaeh Anderson, KUAM News.
Unsealed FBI documents are raising new questions about who knew what and when regarding a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme targeting Guam's public unemployment assistance program. Jonah Gutierrez reports.
According to federal court filings, FBI Special Agent Jamie Cavett detailed that Governor Lulian Guerrero and Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio were notified back in 2021 about the ongoing fraud investigation. The scheme allegedly funneled $1.9 million in PUA funds between July 2020 and September 2021. 7 individuals have since been indicted and are awaiting trial. They are Charissa Tenorio, Frankie Rosalind, Tina Sanchez, Winnie Jo Santos, Marlene Pinalla, Matthew Tapasna, and Kathleen Pareto. Court documents show the FBI sought access to personal belongings and business locations tied to Tenorio and Rosalind, who co-owned Comfort Cuts and Ground Maintenance, LLC. Investigators allege Charissa Tenorio, who is Lieutenant Governor Tenorio's sister, was aware of the federal probe for years and even contacted witnesses and co-conspirators to coach them on what to say to the FBI. Agent Cavett wrote the Guam Department of Labor officials also relayed information to Tenorio's circle, further alerting them about the ongoing probe. Adaloop spokesperson Crystal Paco-San Augustine recently commenting to local media, saying, quote, the DOL director has never discussed any aspect of any federal investigation with the governor, the lieutenant governor, or the chief of staff. As we reported, it was on June 27th, Lieutenant Governor Tenorio issued a recorded statement distancing himself from the case after his sister and partner were indicted in the pandemic fraud case.
While I'm not personally involved in this case, I understand that my association with my family, whether by blood or relationships, has led some to question the integrity of my office and our administration.
Tenorio adding,
I had no knowledge of the events alleged in the indictment. I was not aware of the actions that have led to these charges, and I want to make it clear that I am not involved, nor have I been accused of any wrongdoing. I am not under investigation, nor have I ever been, and I have full confidence that the legal process will uncover the facts as they are.
With Adelup denying prior knowledge and federal affidavits suggesting otherwise, the conflicting accounts set the stage for a legal and political storm that's far from over. Jonagan Charfris, KUAM News.
Well, with over 30 years of experience from teaching in the classroom to leading at the district level, Erica Cruz is now setting her sights on GDOE's top job, superintendent. She's one of seven applicants in the running, and tonight she opens her coverage of the candidates going public, laying out her vision and why she believes she's the best fit.
Erica Cruz has worn many hats in her 32 years with the Guam Department of Education, from classroom teacher to assistant principal, public information officer, and deputy superintendent. Now she's setting her sights on a new role, superintendent of GDOE. Cruz is one of 7 applicants vying for the top spot.
I would not apply for a position that I am not capable of doing. My track record speaks for itself at the school level and at the district level.
Her journey began in 1992 as a teacher at F.B. Leon Guerrero Middle School, George Washington High, and Antolon Middle School. She soon moved into administration, serving at Gigo Elementary, now Dio Perez Elementary School, then as assistant principal at Dedido Middle, now VSA Beneventi, and later as a principal at Jose Rios Middle School from 2006 to 2012.
I eventually became the principal at Beneventi Middle School. I was there, I believe, for about 8 years. It was the largest middle school in the island with over 1,800 students.
By 2012, she made the jump to the district level, hired by former Superintendent John Fernandez. Cruz taking on a triple role as Deputy Superintendent for Educational Support and Community Learning and Assessment and Accountability, in addition to Public Information Officer.
I oversaw the 40 schools at that time. I also assisted in opening Cheatham High School, ensuring that all schools, to include elementary, middle, and high school, were accredited by 2020. I was able to accomplish that by 2021.
After that, Cruz was back at the school level as an assistant principal at Antolon Middle and CL Titano Elementary, before returning once more to the district office as deputy superintendent. There she helped steer GDOE through some of its biggest challenges, the safe return of students and staff during the pandemic, supporting COVID-19 vaccination outreach and recovery work after Typhoon Mawar to ensure schools met public health inspections. Now she says her vision for the department is built on improvement, transparency, and collaboration, while carrying out GDOE's state strategic plan. The plan focuses on leadership, facilities, community engagement, finance, student safety, and data.
By the end of year 5, there are goals within the state strategic plan. Within the state strategic plan, we do have objectives, which holds divisions as well as schools accountable to address those objectives relative to, let's say, curriculum or school safety or fiscal responsibility.
A top priority, she says, is ensuring fiscal responsibility, maximizing both local and federal dollars. On right-sizing the department, she emphasizes collaboration.
There needs to be input from teachers, staff, families to include our students because they need that voice.
And above all, Cruz says she wants to restore faith in GDOE, believing it starts with strong leadership at the top.
I have a vested interest with the Department of Education. My whole career has been with the Department of Education. It is not merely for status. I don't need to be called superintendent. It is to improve the public school system. And what can I do to improve the public school system?
Cruz is currently serving as the principal at Liheng Famagoon and JP Torres Success Academy.
Time for a quick break. You're watching KUAM.
Threads Guam Thursdays, presented to you by Threads Guam. Visit threadsguam.com to shop online.
Calvo Select Care's comprehensive medical provider network offers our members choice and access to quality facilities locally in Asia, Hawaii, and the continental United States. We provide our members several wellness programs and healthy options to improve their overall health status. The FY 2026 Gov Guam self-funded open enrollment starts September 16th and ends September 27th. Gov Guam employees and retirees enroll now.
Get ready, Guam! Kmart's turning the big 3-0, and this anniversary celebration is bigger than ever. Free prizes, big raffles, hot deals, oh, the party's everywhere at Kmart. From pantry staples to daily essentials, save big with new low prices. And with surprises popping up throughout the store, there's always something to make you say, oh! Kmart Guam, celebrating 30 years with savings, surprises, and fun for everyone. Oh! It's on, Guam.
It's happened. The gold mine of McDonald's chicken has been struck. Added to your snack wrap and McCrispy and made for dipping. It's special edition gold sauce. It's happened. The gold mine of McDonald's chicken has been struck. Added to your snack wrap and McCrispy and made for dipping. It's special edition gold sauce.
Anything's possible. I push to the limits. I climb every wall. I keep on believing. Anything's possible.
If there's one thing we've learned, it's never to underestimate the spirit and strength of the people of our island home. Which is why at Bank of Hawaii, you, your dreams, and your possibilities will always have a home. Reach your possible with Bank of Hawaii.
A Jigo man is facing charges after police say he and his dog attacked a bicyclist. According to a magistrate's complaint, 35-year-old Neri Boy Jr. Mano Tapara was approached by a man on Monday who asked him to put his dog on a leash. Instead, the complaint states the dog attacked the victim and Tapar jumped in, punching the man several times in the forehead. Officers documented bruises, cuts, and puncture wounds consistent with an animal attack. Tapar was arrested and charged with misdemeanor assault. He is being held on $2,000 cash bail and, if convicted, could face up to a year behind bars. A man accused of breaking into a Tumon restaurant twice in the same day is facing serious charges. Police say 34-year-old Jason Justino Hadley was caught on surveillance video entering Animos restaurant inside the Sandcastle building while it was closed. The video shows him taking bottles of alcohol during the early morning hours, then returning to steal loose change. Security guards from Dusit Beach Resort confronted the man and still images from the footage helped police identify him. The next day, officers spotted Hadley wearing a shirt with a Guam Seal logo that matched the one seen in the video. According to court documents, Hadley admitted to the break-ins while in custody, telling police, quote, "You already know it's me." He's charged with second-degree burglary and misdemeanor theft. If convicted, he faces up to 11 years in prison. Archbishop Ryan Jimenez is calling on the faithful to keep the people of the Philippines, Taiwan, southern China, and other parts of Asia in their prayers following the devastation of Super Typhoon Regasa. The powerful storm, with winds reaching up to 177 miles per hour, left at least 14 people dead in Taiwan and 3 in the Philippines. 2 million residents were evacuated in southern China, and officials report widespread flooding and destruction in Hong Kong and Macau. The Archbishop reminded island residents that Guam and the Marianas know firsthand the destruction caused by storms of this magnitude. He urged prayers for those who have perished, for grieving families, and for the safety of the poor and most vulnerable impacted by Regasa. In other news, for the third year in a row, Career Tech High Academy Charter School has failed to secure a clean bill of financial health. Independent auditors from Ernst & Young issued yet another disclaimer of opinion, saying they could not verify the school's financial statements for fiscal year 2020 2023. The audit uncovered missing documentation for more than $293,000 in disbursements, unverified revenues totaling $501,000, and gaps in records for expenses and payroll exceeding $600,000. Even the school's cash balance couldn't be confirmed because of unreconciled bank items. The result, Career Tech closed the year with a negative net position of $43,000, a nearly $94,000 drop from the year before. Auditors also cited a material weakness in internal controls, warning that the lack of proper accounting systems heightens the risk of errors or even fraud. School officials say they'll recruit qualified accounting staff, introduce monthly reconciliations, adopt integrated software, and enforce stricter oversight starting in fiscal year 2026. But until then, repeated disclaimers continue to raise red flags over the charter school's finances and accountability. Well, Daiso has a new location in the Guam Premier Outlets, and the community is invited to celebrate for a grand opening this Saturday at 10 a.m. The popular Japanese dollar store chain first opened at the village of Donkey in Tamuning just over a year ago before making the move to GPO. Following their soft opening last week, General Manager Norma Villanueva says they've been seeing more customers, with some bestsellers like stationaries, home organizers, and fishing equipment going fast.
We're really excited to be at GPO. We feel like this location allows us to better reach our target customers. We've seen a lot of people come in for the first time, even though we've been on Guam for over a year. It's the first time that they've been into Daiso. So we're very excited to have a new group of customers visiting our store.
Daiso Guam touts 6,500 different products in store and their warehouse, with 1,000 new items every month. Villanueva adds prices are now more affordable, with 90% of the items at $2. Take part in the deals this Saturday. The GPO doors will open at 9:30 a.m., followed by a ceremony at 10 a.m. The general manager says customers can look forward to a special island show, including a performance from Japanese drummers. The first 100 customers will receive a free gift. There will also be opportunities to win gift certificates and cash in on special dollar deals.
We will have raffles going on throughout the day, and then we also have, for the first time ever, some dollar specials, so even lower than our normal retails. So very excited to launch that, and that's actually something that we're going to be doing going forward. So once a week we will feature an item that's going to be just $1 for that day.
And if you can't make it to the grand opening, Daiso is also offering 10% discounts weekly on Tuesdays for those who become a member in a free Platinum Club. More primetime when we return.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only at Pizza Hut.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit applied. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
GU Self Storage, located in Harmon next to McDonald's, offers a variety of storage units. With rates starting as low as $95 per month, we offer complimentary use of dollies, push carts, Plines hand trucks, and pallet jack, with a fully covered loading and unloading areas and ADA accessible units. We offer 24-hour CCTV surveillance monitoring, alarm, and individual pin-coded gate and door access, because your safety is our priority. GU Self Storage, voted Pika's Best in 2024. Call 671-648-7867 today.
Welcome back to Primetime. President Trump's scathing message to the United Nations as one malfunction after another occurs.
As President Trump arrived at the UN, the malfunctions piling up. The escalator stopping the moment he and the First Lady stepped on, and the teleprompter failing just as he started to speak.
These are the two things I got from the United Nations, a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter.
All as he delivered a scathing message, arguing the UN has become irrelevant.
What is the purpose of the United Nations?
Saying they've failed to stop global conflicts.
All they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war. The only thing that solves war and wars is action.
And sending this warning to leaders in Western Europe.
Illegal aliens are pouring into Europe,
urging them to adopt his crackdown on illegal immigration.
It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. See, I can tell you. I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
But despite his criticism of the UN, the president's own efforts to end wars in Ukraine and in Gaza have largely stalled. But in a sudden shift, after this meeting with Ukraine's President Zelensky,
thanks to our soldiers, we have this possibility, this opportunity.
Tonight, President Trump urging Ukraine to expand the battlefield, after earlier warning they may have to concede territory for peace. Writing, I think Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form.
The other side can fight too, and they've proven that. Maybe it could be that Russia's a paper tiger. Let them get their land back.
Yep.
So we'll see how it all works out.
Also calling for a strong response after recent Russian incursions.
Mr. President, do you think that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft if they enter their airspace?
Yes, I do.
This praise tonight from President Zelensky.
Big shift. Big shift. This post of Trump, it's a big shift.
And after key allies, including France and Canada, announced their recognition of a Palestinian state,
Canada recognizes the state of Palestine.
President Trump condemning that move.
The rewards would be too great for Hamas terrorists for their atrocities. Instead of giving in to Hamas's ransom demands, those who want peace should be united with one message: release the hostages now.
And the trial of the man who tried killing President Trump came to a dramatic end today inside a Florida courtroom. Here's more.
Tonight, just after Ryan Ruth was convicted of trying to assassinate President Trump at his West Palm Beach golf club, his daughter running beside the car authorities were transporting him in. All after inside court, Ruth attempted to stab himself in the neck with a pen. This court sketch showing that moment. NBC News producer Carmen Gonzalez witnessed the chaos in the courtroom.
As the jury was leaving, I looked over to him and I saw him doing this. I thought maybe he was having a seizure, but then I realized he had a pen and he was jabbing at his neck, trying to hurt himself.
Within seconds, she says, U.S. Marshals grabbed Ruth and took him away.
And the daughter started saying, Dad, don't, we love you.
A Florida jury deliberating for just 2 hours before convicting Ruth on all 5 counts, including attempted assassination of a major presidential candidate. Prosecutors in closing arguments saying a mountain of evidence showed one thing: Ruth wanted Donald Trump dead.
Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. Individual in the bush with a gun.
Just 2 months after the assassination attempt in Butler, on September 15th last year, a Secret Service agent spotted the barrel of a semi-automatic rifle in the shrubbery outside Trump's golf club.
On the tree line, the individual was inside that tree line.
Authorities say Ruth had been lying in wait behind a fence for hours, undetected.
Straight back!
His arrest shown on this police body cam and this image of his gun. In court, Ruth represented himself in an often rambling presentation, arguing he did not have the character to kill, saying, if you don't have the cold heart to make it happen, Is that intent? But prosecutors showed jurors a letter written by Ruth where he said, quote, "Dear world, this was an assassination attempt." President Trump reacting tonight.
You can't let things like that happen. Nothing to do with me, but a president or even a person. You can't allow that to happen. And so justice was served.
Well, car repairs are up 15% from a year ago and 5% from just a month ago. Three things are coming to a head making that happen: tariffs, labor, and higher prices for new cars.
For Joel Mateus at Lucero's Tire Shop in Plainville, the rubber is meeting the road on tariffs.
The price for tires now is quarter different. A lot of tires coming overseas. And the tires that they make here in the United States, they're way more expensive.
It's not just tires feeling the pressure. Everything from filters to blower motors are getting more expensive.
From anywhere from tariffs or transportation costs. There's a lot of variables, but they all contribute to it.
At Anthony's Auto Care, inventory is stalling some repairs that in many cases already cost more.
Brake jobs used to be $500 to $600 and now like $600 to $700.
Car parts made outside the U.S. are subject to a 25% tariff, impacting businesses like Superior Spring in Hamden.
If they're not getting squeezed, they're getting crushed.
State Attorney General William Tong went to the business Tuesday to tout his lawsuit against the Trump administration.
And so now we're 2-0 on tariffs. Of course, there's a looming battle in front of the Supreme Court, but we think we've got them pretty well boxed in.
Meanwhile, Representative Vincent Candelora says his own manufacturing business has lost out to cheaper factories in China.
If ultimately we could bring it back, that short-term pain might be worth it.
But the minority leader says the effort of state leaders is better spent elsewhere.
We need to be focusing on the policies that we could actually fix in Connecticut to make it more affordable. Continuing to complain about what the federal government is doing isn't going to help us here.
More primetime in just a moment.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Get double the speed at 0 extra cost with GTA Fiber. Experience super fast and reliable fiber internet speeds, now starting at 200 Mbps to 1 gig, with upload speeds just as fast as download speeds and 100 times faster than cable internet. You can enjoy lag-free gaming and clear video calls. Fast is also affordable. Sign up for Fiber 200 for only $70 a month. Visit gta.net or call 644-4482.
Parents, would you like your child to be well prepared for school? The Guam Early Learning Council believes in building a supportive community to help your child be successful in school and in life. If you would like resources and information to see if your child is reaching key stages of growth for school, call 311 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. excluding holidays. We are here to assist.
I'm going to school. I'm going to learn and play. That's so cool.
Half a day, Guam. I am Jason Salas, and anytime I get to sit down with my friends at United Airlines about any topic, I jump at the opportunity. And when I have 2 executives who are really enhancing our experience as commuters and not just making this, a transportation transaction, but really making this an enjoyable customer experience, I really leap at the opportunity. So we have Sam Shinahara, of course, our very good friend. He runs Director of Airport Operations for Asia Pacific here. Sam, half a day, bro.
Half a day, Jace. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And then, of course, we have David Kinzelman, who is joining us from the States. And David, very good to see you, sir. First time interviewing you. So thanks for giving us some of your time.
Half a day, Jason. Great to be here.
Okay, let's break it all down now. I don't want to bury the lead and everything like that. Sam, as the local boy, I'd love to give you the honors first. There are announcements we want to make today about planes being replaced as far as the fleet and then airport operations. So let's start with your wheelhouse and everything. How is the lobby going to be transformed?
Jason, if you've not had the opportunity to jump through the Guam airport, pay us a visit, man. So we're investing significantly, I think, number one, in new technology, right? And so our old kiosks are being retired. We're installing latest state-of-the-art technology. We call them Vulcan kiosks. It's top of the line for United Airlines, award-winning type stuff. And so just smooth transaction experience for the customers. You can do basically everything you can do on our app on these kiosks, and so just amazing stuff, including paying for excess bags, upgrades on seats, whatever you want to do on United Airlines, you could basically do it on that kiosk.
And Sam, I appreciate how you actually gave that some context because you said United is making an investment in this, and it's not just a normal cost of business. You guys are always constantly evaluating and investigating how to make the traveling experience like so much better for the traveler.
And it's not just the technology, Jason. It's entire lobby experience, right? From the tiling to the ceiling tiles to the paint. We're just doing everything, as best as we can to make sure that this is a premier experience for all of our travelers in and out of Guam. And so, we say we're Guam's hometown carrier, and we want to make sure everybody is able to see that, Guam's hometown carrier really doesn't care about the markets it serves.
Absolutely. And of course, you've got those smiles from all the ticketing agents, and everybody just wants to make sure you're absolutely happy. David, over to you now, sir, because it's not just, getting to the airport and, being ferried onto, and, in this digital age, we all think about devices. Once you get onto the plane, you guys have completely upgraded and upscaled, I might say, the vehicle that brings us from position to position B.
We have, Jason. We're really excited about this. It has been in the works for years, and so we're excited to not only announce it, but to bring brand new airplanes into Guam starting in February of next year. It will be the Boeing MAX 8 aircraft, which is going to be it will be our best interiors that we have flying around the system. It'll be fantastic. Screens in every seat back, Bluetooth connectivity, Wi-Fi, power outlets for every seat. And the thing I'm really excited about, and I know having been to Guam and having flown the Hopper, I know how precious the overhead cargo space is. And these aircraft will have much larger overhead bins, so fewer checked bags in the at the gate area. Plenty of storage space for everybody on board. It's a really exciting interior, and I think our customers are going to love it.
Okay, and because I work in show business and everything like that, David, there's an aspect of the amount of entertainment products and connectivity and technology that you've also incorporated into these into the 737 MAX 8. I mean, when I got a sneak peek of the press release, and when I heard you guys were launching the MAX 8, I thought you guys had your own iPhone.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think everybody's going to like it. We do. We have a full selection of entertainment that is available to anybody that's flying on the airplane, just like you would through the app. You can use your own device, and if you you need to work or you need to go out and get Wi-Fi, that's available too. So lots of options for entertaining along the route. Although having flown a lot of these markets, there's a lot of really good entertainment out the windows too. It's just a beautiful part of the world, but great opportunities for our customers.
Absolutely. And as far as the interior, and you were talking about, the design, making people feel comfortable, some people just want to get on the plane and take a nice long nap before they get to their destination and everything like that. The seats themselves are engineered for maximum comfort, hence the name Max. And talk about the cabin itself and how that lends to, the traveling experience.
Yeah, it's going to be essentially have two cabins, first class and economy, but the economy cabin is split essentially from the wing forward. It's what the product we call Economy Plus, which has extra legroom. And then, so total configuration, 14 first class seats, 54 Economy Plus seats, and then 96 in economy. So lots of options for customers depending on how comfortable you want to be and what you plan to do when you're on board.
Well, I got to tell you, Dave, I'm your best customer advocate because as someone who stands 6'3" myself, I remember way back in the old days or with other things, I'd be eating my knees. But I mean, I am absolutely traveling in style when I travel with you guys.
You'll appreciate the extra legroom then.
Absolutely.
There are some nuances too that are unique to flying in this part of the world. For example, we will have the ability to convert some economy seats to carry stretchers to the extent that customers have to move to another island to seek medical attention. That's unique, which typically doesn't happen here stateside, but it's important that we get it right for the communities we serve in the Pacific.
Absolutely. Okay, Sam, back to you, man, because as you said, these investments have been made. The kiosks now over at the Guam International Airport, you've had those for a couple weeks now, and these line up with the timeline of what David was talking about the February rollout, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Jason, we're working feverishly to get the construction done, right? So we'll get it done sometime in October. Have a big ribbon cutting. Meanwhile, we've got full access to 15 new state-of-the-art kiosks. We're working on the entire redesign of our back counter, so people can take their bags, drop them there. And so that's kind of thing number one we're doing. The other piece where we're investing significantly is the entire suite of offices on the airport ramp level, right? And so as the airport's going through a lot of construction, we've basically totally re-gutted our space on the apron level and totally fitted out differently. So our maintenance team, our flight attendants, our pilots, all of our airport operations people have a new refreshed experience to go along with all of the construction work that's been happening at the airport, right? And so there's a lot of behind the scenes things that people don't see, but it is a big investment, significant commitment to this part of the world on United Airlines' behalf.
Absolutely. No better time to book a ticket with my friends at United and take a flight. And we'll talk about that in just a moment because, they've quantified basically every single aspect of these new investments. And you said, Sam, the kiosks themselves have been upscaled again, 55% better performance than the previous generation. So you're going to wait less.
Yeah, they're absolutely. And so, before checking in a heavy bag was a significant transaction, right? You had to get an agent to intercede on that. Now you can do all of that by yourself. And if you need some help and you need some assistance, we have people there to do that too. And so it's just a better self-service opportunity for our customers.
Now for a look at your world at home. Here's a view of the hills in Malesa.
I thought you worked in his house.
Oh, I'm wherever he needs to fuel up. Oh, Cantina chicken burrito.
Thanks, Todd.
That's the way to do it.
You know what? Let me actually get something to wash that down with, please.
I got you.
Easy. Appreciate it.
You've made a powerful enemy, Todd.
I didn't mean to.
Bob, athletics has always been at the heart of you, both as a athlete yourself and a practitioner, but also the 4 years that I was at UOG, you were my athletic director.
Yeah,
And what better way to have a race?
Yeah, I've been blessed to be involved in the sports community for a long time. But with the Young Men's League of Guam, we were trying to find new ways to generate funds to support our scholarship program. So I approached Richard Tidegui, who's a classmate of mine and president of the Guam Running Club, and Ben Pablo, who I believe at that time was their treasurer with the Guam Running Club, who was also an active member of the Young Men's League of Guam. And I asked the two of them, and I said, could we sponsor a race or organize a race to attract people to some of our other programs? And unfortunately, during the planning stage, our late brother Ben Pablo passed away. But Rich and I, together along with our other brothers in the Enetnulalaying Wahan, decided to go ahead and continue the race. And last year we did our first race, and this year we're dedicating the race to the memory of Ben Pablo.
Excellent. Okay, so Rich, nobody knows the running community as well as you do and everything, and I'm sure we would all agree that that Ben would say, let's have a race, let's get out and run.
Yeah, I know Ben is watching us right now, but I've known Ben for so many years. Ben is a retired Army. I'm a retired Army. We knew each other in the Army, and when we both retired, we met up at the running club. Ben was volunteering for many years with the running club, but wasn't a very active runner. But it's just years later, he started participating in the 5K. And Ben was a little bit heavier at that time. So he dedicated his life to running. So later on, he became a board member of the running club. He became the treasurer. And he changed some of our race, which made a big impact to the what's happening now with the 5K. He was very instrumental in all of these 5K that are popping up right now. And I credit that to Ben changing it.
And we all know that if anybody has been up early on a Saturday or even Sundays and they see a Guam Running Club event, it is massive participation. It's fun for everybody. You get generations of people, little kids, older people doing it and everything like that. And that's a credit to you and Ben for making that experience happen.
Yes, and there's another guy that's really involved with us. His name is Manny Hitchanova.
Yes.
He is the vice president of the Guam Running Club. And there's another guy named Dan Velt. Dan Velt was with us since the beginning of the run. It was, again, Diane's idea and my idea to start all this 5K back then, about 20 years ago. Let's start 5K. We only had about 40 people attending our runs. So Dan and I decided to say, let's open it up for a 5K. Boy, did we make a mistake.
Well, learning is rarely easy.
Yes, it is.
At least in my experience.
It is.
But you have gotten significantly better at it.
We're still learning about the 5K.
Oh, there you go.
It's really in big demand right now. Right now our calendar is so full, and we're still getting calls about people doing 5Ks.
Okay, but for this 5K, it's going to be at the Leo Palace.
But for this 5K, it's going to be at Leo Palace, and we want to thank Leo Palace, Shaq, the general manager of the Leo Palace, for opening up the resort for us. It's a beautiful area to run 5K. It's a lakeside. We're doing something different this year with Joe. The course. We're going to start the race in front of the Leo Palace at the lobby area.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then we're going to go out and run along the Leo Palace resort, and then finishing at the back of Leo Palace facing the lake. So we're going to have runners coming in with the lake in the background.
Very nice. So it's very, very scenic, and you're going to get some really good exercise, the island sunrise at that time. And
it's going to be
scenic. It's in the morning or in the afternoon?
It's going to be a morning run.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah. And I think Joe here has activities going on planned, right?
Yeah. So just a little, just to take on Brother Rich here is proceeds is going towards our scholarship fund. But also we've been inviting the community, Chamorro groups, organizations, nonprofits, businesses who had their part in educating who we are as a Chamorro, in terms of arts, craft, music. So we're looking at having a little something after the race, and we want to also honor and recognize these organizations, these clubs, and their part in educating our community, giving back to our community. So, again,
are you going to have a lot of the signage there, like prior to the race? Because a blessing would be wonderful.
Yeah. So one of the categories you're talking about are signage. We added one of our categories is the signage. It's 80 plus. 80 years old and above, so it's exciting. It's
tremendous. So you get the sign is there, and the guma's there, and everything like that. Yeah, it only adds to this amazing experience.
Absolutely. So again, the idea is to get the community together, especially our Chamorro community, and let them know who we are and how we can help. And the fact that proceeds are going to our scholarship fund, I think it just says a lot about who we are as an organization.
All right. And Bob, what are some of the community service initiatives that the Young Men's League of Guam does? Because of course, it's a good time for fellowship, for networking, to share brotherhood. Those of you that went to FD know all about that and everything. But at its heart too is also giving back.
Well, basically our mission is to support our language and culture, and to protect and defend the Chamorro language and culture, and the ethnicity and the race of the Chamorro people. And we find that through education, that's one of the avenues that we can really attract young people. And this year, because one of our late brothers also passed away, the late Andrew Tenorio Laguarnia, well-known, renowned. He designed the museum for Guam, well-known architect, and was very instrumental in reestablishing and solidifying our scholarship program.
His nephew was working here as an intern this past summer.
Yes, so earlier this year, we established a partnership with the University of Guam for the Andrew T. Laguarnia Chamorro Studies Scholarship at the university in 2 tracks. One track would be for somebody who would just wanted to study the Chamorro language, and one track is for somebody who wants to teach the Chamorro language.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Properties in the Tropics is presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Welcome back to Properties in the Tropics, where today we're bringing you a slice of paradise, a stunning island home in the heart of one of the most sought-after beach communities. This tropical retreat is perfect blend of high-end living and natural beauty. Let's take a look inside.
Hi everyone, I'm Melody, and today we're showcasing a truly special property located in the heart of God's country. For $640,000, you'll find a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home just minutes from both serene beaches and inspiring mountain views. The perfect balance of luxury and nature.
As soon as you step inside, you're greeted with this expansive living room with high ceilings that offer a sense of grandeur and skylights that fill the room with natural lighting.
You've got the iconic southern mountain view right from your dining room. Talk about a peaceful retreat. But here's where the real magic happens. This kitchen is a chef's dream.
You've got this spacious open layout with a massive center island, perfect for entertaining and meal prepping. But my favorite part about this house is you're not short of outlets. Even the center island has multiple outlets that you can plug into.
Let's step into the master bedroom. As you can see, it is a true sanctuary. Not your typical size island bedroom. This room is large enough for a king-size bed and then some.
This is not the typical closet space either. With this much space, you can buy all the outfits your heart desires. Plus, there's an additional storage space above.
Just off the master suite is this beautiful luxury bathroom with double vanity, a walk-in shower, jetted tub. It's like being in a spa every day.
Each of the other 2 bedrooms in this home are also just as spacious. There's a lot of room for friends, family, and guests. These are not the typical size bedrooms. We're talking full-size telephoto retreats.
With 2 additional bathrooms, there's no shortage of space. Everyone gets their own private retreat. Here's something you don't see every day, a laundry room that can be featured in Pinterest. Not only is it stylish, it's very functional, with large countertops for folding clothes and all these extra storage. This will make laundry day a breeze. Let's finish up with a backyard, fully fenced with concrete for privacy. It's the perfect space for outdoor dining, lounging, or even a pool if you want to add that personal touch.
Whether you're relaxing on the weekends or enjoying the beautiful weather, this backyard offers plenty of room to unwind.
With its spacious layout, luxurious finishes, and close proximity to both the beach and the mountain, this $640,000 home in the heart of a sought-after beach community truly has it all. If you're looking for a tropical retreat that offers both modern comforts and natural beauty, this is the one.
Okay, it's time to leave now, but thank you for joining us for another episode of Properties in the Tropics. We'll see you next time right here on KUAM.
We are Melody and Nicole with Remax Diamond Realty. If you would like to schedule an appointment to see this home or any other, please give us a call. We would love to assist.
Properties in the Tropics is presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
And still to come, birthday shoutouts.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas, and the Guam Army National Guard. Live here, serve here. Okay, everybody, Destiny will be back to wrap up the show, but hi, everybody, it's good to be back. I was working on some other stuff, but man, good to see you guys, and I miss doing News Bites. So, we have some amazing island events, and that's what we do here on the show, because they're not just bites, it's like a whole meal, right? Chow down. And remember, take care of your gums and brush your teeth. All right, what do we have here? All right, I have live streamed the floating lantern ceremony for several years. It is emotional, it is amazing, it is picturesque, it is incredible, right? And you see that right there, peace, love, and joy. It is when our members of the local community who have ties to the Japanese community, they honor our descendants, our ancestors, people who even just left us recently. They honor those who have passed on, and they put these lanterns, set them afloat in Tumon Bay, right off Ipao Beach. With the candles on them, they go out to sea. They are absolutely amazing. It is really, really incredible, and I really implore you, please get involved with this. It is incredible. Right there at the bottom, a ceremony honoring our loved ones that have gone before us, keeping their memory alive in our hearts. Even if you're not Japanese and you just want to participate, share your condolences, share your sympathies, or just watch, offer your prayers. It's a really, really meaningful event. All right, please get involved. All right, there is a candlelight memorial that is also going on. I did an interview with LifeWorks yesterday, and this is the 21st year that the LifeWorks organization is having this, because of course, remember, September is Suicide Awareness Month, and we are going to have Mass held by His Excellency, the Archbishop Ryan Jimenez. This is going to be at St. Anthony's Church on Saturday. This is going to be at 7:30 in the morning, or pardon me, Mass is at 9, but the General Assembly and the Candlelight Memorial Service is going to be at the St. Anthony's Gym. That's over in Tamuning, of course, from 8 to 8:45. You can check out our interview on YouTube if you want to see the messages that are going to be had. And remember, they said if you are honoring somebody that we have lost to suicide, please bring a keepsake, an heirloom, a picture of your loved one to honor them. All right, and then the doula project is coming up. Doula, very, very important. It is the process of being able to aid with the birthing process. A lot to read there, but we want to make sure that you can get doula services. There are some doulas on island, very, very nice people. They really care, they're compassionate, and they really want to make sure that your birthing process and bringing your precious little one into the world is going to be an amazing experience for you. And if you want to be a doula, if you are in the healthcare field or you have a passion for this kind of thing, we want to make sure that you have information too. So the email address right there is guam@birthworkersofcolor.com. We'll be talking more about this in the coming days. All right, you know what I've also missed doing over the past few days? Birthdays. So let's get to that right now. Happy birthday to Curtis Jace Manaloto George. And your shout out, Curtis, says both me and my wife would like to make a birthday shout out for our son, Curtis. Absolutely. He will be turning 5 on the 25th. Hey, so happy early birthday. Daddy, Curtis, Mommy, Jeanette, brothers Jaden and Josiah would love to say we love you, Curtis Jace, and we want to wish you a happy birthday, number 5, and we hope you enjoy your very special day. Hey, happy birthday in advance. 5 is a great birthday. Happy birthday number 19 to our grand girl, niece, and prima, Akela Nua Cruz, formerly residing in Georgia, now in North Carolina. Hey, wait, the Duke side or the Tar Heel side? Well, hey, North Carolina is a great state. They got great barbecue. Personally, I prefer Guam's, but hey, shout out to you in North Carolina, along with Iva and her family. Her father is Ricky Francis Cruz, who is in Texas, and they say, we hope you all had a wonderful birthday with all of our love to